everyone, I am Grouchy Jabanian, aka Now the Magical Raccoon. Well, as you can see, my Vtuber right now is not a raccoon, but is actually a human being. Her name is Natasha. She is also going to be in my series called Natasha's Royal High Adventures, which is coming soon, by the way, because I am working on the assets and stuff right now, so yeah. And also, this is a tutorial of how you can make your VTuber. Here, I'll demonstrate. So what you need is a PSD in order to add your VTuber into Live 2D. So how do you do that? Well, what you need are Procreate, Ibis Paint. Well, as for free versions, you can only use Ibis Paint. That's the only one I know. Well, if you're using a phone or an iPad, the only free options to choose from are Ibis Paint, and that's it. Well, as for me currently, in Clip Studio, it's not free, but you cannot export into a PSD without paying for it, or I don't know. I don't really use Clip Studio on my phone or anything. It's because I'm not used to Clip Studio on a phone or an iPad, but I'm mostly used to Ibis Paint. But however, as for a computer, you can use, for example, there's programs like Krita, Paint.net. Well, you can use Paint.net as long as you have a certain plugin that can turn it into a PSD, like save it as a PSD. And there's also GIMP, which is another free application that can also export PSDs. And Clip Studio on the PC, and there's also Ibis Paint on the PC, which you can use to export PSDs. So let's get into the video. Okay, so what you have here are your stuff. As for VTuber, right now, as you can see, all the layers are separate. Why are they separate? Why do they have to be? Well, I'll explain. Because without these layers being separate, it will turn out very silly. You know, like, I don't know, some weird fucked up shit, like tell you about like a fucked up VTuber, like I tell you about like not so good and looking messed up as hell. But anyway, so what we're going to use are Ibis Paint, and I'm also going to use an Apple Pencil. So yeah, so as you can see, there are layers that you have to separate. For example, you can use folders if you want. Sorry. Anyway, so if you use a folder in your PSD, that's fine. That's completely fine, because the reason why it's fine, because not only it'll help you stay organized, it'll also keep track of which folder that also keep track of which layer you choose. Even though they won't be visible in Live 2D, but at least you'll be organized when working with a PSD for your Live 2D model. So, and after you complete your art, export it as a PSD. Save it to your files if you're on an iPad. If you want to, if you don't have a cable like me who can transfer it to a PC, you can either put it in Google Drive or Mega Drive, or whatever you use. So yeah. And by the way, after you put your PSD in a folder and put it in Google Drive or Mega Drive or OneDrive, blah 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 blah, you can download it from your PC and then put it into Live 2D Cubism. And this is only part 1. So I'll see you in part 2 of rigging. Bye!